In this video, I'm going to be telling you guys about 5 items that I sold online as a teenager. Some of these items made me a few $100s to a few $1,000s. I hope by the end of the video, you can at least get a couple of items that you can start selling, making some extra money. All of these items have high profit margins, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly how much I got it for and exactly how much I sold it for. I'm giving you guys all of this for free, but I am kind of selfish though. The only thing I ask for in return is your most precious commodity, which is your time. I would really appreciate if you guys could watch this video all the way to the end, because that will boost me in the YouTube algorithm, so YouTube will promote this video to even more people. And if you have a friend or a family who you think would be interested in this video, make sure you share it to them. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, the first item I would recommend is these AirPod cases. I was making over $100 a day selling these AirPod cases. Now let me tell you guys exactly what made me start selling these AirPod cases. I remember one of my friends posted on her story that she was selling AirPod cases, and I believe she was selling them for like $15 to $20. So I'm seeing her post a whole bunch of different cases, and then she keep posting that they're sold out. So I'm like, wow, these AirPod cases selling fast. At this time, I needed an AirPod case myself as well. So I wasn't thinking about selling them at all. I just wanted to buy one real quick. So I told her I was thinking about buying one, and I told her to save the color for me, and she said yes, she could save it for me. So about a couple days go by, then I hit her up again. I'm like, hey, do you still have that AirPod case? And unfortunately, she didn't have it anymore because she said somebody bought it already. Even though she said she would hold it for me, but it doesn't matter. It's business. Now, the reason why I didn't buy it straight away was because of the fact that I was still thinking whether or not I wanted to buy it. So at that point, I started thinking, I'm like, okay, I know she must be getting these from somewhere, because if she's selling to us, then she's making a profit from it. So I just decided to go on AliExpress and I searched up AirPod cases. And then I saw the exact same AirPod cases she was selling on AliExpress for like about $2. But which, of course, I already knew she was getting them from somewhere because she has to be getting profit from it. But like I said in the beginning, I didn't think about selling them myself. So I'm like, okay, so if she has success selling these, then I should try it myself as well. So right then and there, I started looking through and seeing what she hasn't sold yet, and I bought 30 of them. It only cost me $100 for those 30 cases with shipping included. So after I got them, I put stickers on it like these one, and I was selling them anywhere from like $15 to $20. At the price of $20, I think I only sold one. But the first day, I was selling them for $15, and I sold 7 of them the first day. So already by the end of the day, I already made profit. And then the next day, I made $150 from selling these AirPod cases. To sell them, I literally used one platform, which was Snapchat. I made a little preview video showing exactly what I was selling, and then I sent that same video to all my friends and had them posted on their stories as well. I think what made them so quickly was because I put scarcity behind it. Like, I will post a video of the AirPod case and I'll put only one left. So now I got like 5 people hit me up for that same one that's left, when secretly I got a whole bunch. And to put things into perspective, that was back then. I didn't have a social media following at all, and my Snapchat stories was getting like less than 200 views. But for you guys online, if you don't want to just use Snapchat to sell them, I'll put a list of apps that I've seen people sell these AirPod cases on, and they've done really well. I did a video about this side hustle, and it kind of went viral on TikTok. It got over 800,000 views. Alright, I think I've covered everything, so let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is selling ebooks. Now, before that one scares you off, I can assure you, you don't need to know how to write an ebook to be able to sell ebooks. Because you're subscribed to me, I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret. There are websites that allow you to buy the full rights of ebooks and resell them to whatever price you want to. Now, there are a ton of websites that do this, but the one that I personally use is PLR Hustlers. Now, this is some secret sauce that I don't want to tell anybody. So if you guys I just told you guys, so you guys better subscribe. Like, I don't want anybody knowing about this. It's supposed to be a secret. Nobody's supposed to know about this, so you guys know now. Don't tell nobody else. Just keep it in the community. Like I said, with this one, you just simply go on a website like PLR Hustlers, and you can scroll through. They have a ton of different ebooks you can pick from. Once you find the one you want to, you can add it to the cart, and you can purchase it. Once you purchase it, it will give you the full license rights to sell it. You can sell it at whatever price you want, and since it's a digital product, you never run out. So let me just explain a little bit more. So you're selling just the ebook. You're not selling the rights to the ebook. You're selling just the ebook. So that means you get to keep the license rights, and you're selling just the ebook. And since this one is a digital product, this is passive income. I remember I bought an ebook for $5, and that same day I resold it for $30. So off bat, I already made profit from selling that ebook, and I still get to keep it so I can sell it as many times as I want. The most money I've made in a day doing this is $200. Sell these ebooks, you can just simply go on Shopify to create a landing page for the product. And if you don't have an audience yourself, you can reach out to Instagram influencers and pay them about $25 to promote it for you. If you get an ebook for $5 and you sold it for $10, you just need to sell one to make profit. And if you sell 10 of them for $10, you will make $100 easy just like that. I've seen some people buy ebook for $5 and resold them for like $100. So like I said, you choose the price you want to sell them at. If this one sounds like something interesting you would try, just let me know in the comments down below. Alright, the third item is subscribing to my YouTube channel. I bet y'all didn't expect that one, so subscribe. Nah, seriously, the third one is subscribing to my YouTube channel. Now, the real third item is selling these rose dogs. These are some of the best things I sold. These are seasonal, so like right around Valentine's Day. And these are what got an article written about me. Now, the story of how I started selling these is kind of funny. I remember Valentine's Day was coming up, and I was scrolling on Instagram one day, and as I'm scrolling, I see a big old fat rose bear, which are these ones right here. I seen a big version of this one, and I'm just like, I gotta get this for my girlfriend. I've never seen nothing like this before. And they were being sold for about $50 to $70. Now, of course, I didn't mind buying it for my girlfriend, but I'm like, hold up, this website looks kind of suspicious. Now, at that point, I was pretty familiar with dropshipping, so I'm like, you know what? I'm pretty sure that this is a dropship website right here. So I decided to test the theory. I went on AliExpress and I searched up rose bears and rose dogs, and once again, a whole catalog of rose dogs and rose bears come up, and they're being sold for like $5 to $10. So that's a huge profit margin this person is getting from us. I'm telling y'all, I was so ready to buy that rose bear. I had it in my cart and everything. So at that point, I'm like, I'm glad I didn't buy them. So I personally bought it on AliExpress instead for my girlfriend. And once it came in, I gave it to her and she was so happy. Then I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? I could sell these things as well too. But like I said, that was seasonal, so I have to wait till the next February, which will be Valentine's Day. So with that being said, I was patient. And when Valentine's Day was coming up, I spent like a couple $100s to get a whole bunch of them. Now, I don't remember the exact amount that I bought or the exact amount of money that I spent, but I think I bought around 10 to 20 of them. After I got them, I sold them on a website like Mercari, and I sold out right away. So then comes the next Valentine's Day, I decided to go even bigger. So at these points, I know these things sell. So I spent about $2,000 buying a whole bunch of these and a whole bunch of Valentine's Day themed stuff. Now, like I said, I did this because I'm like, I know these are going to sell, so I'm going to make this investment. And then this time, I literally just posted on every single website I can think of, every app I can think of, just to try to promote it and sell as much as possible. And with this, with so much promotion, I was able to make $1,000 my first week. Now, honestly, with these, I wasn't just selling them online. I was literally selling them at work as well, too. But yeah, that's the story about how I started selling rose dogs and rose bears. Now, I got some for this year as well that I'm gonna sell for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is in a couple months, so if you guys want me to, I can film the whole entire process with me selling them, me packing them, and everything in between. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys are interested for that. All right, this next item, number 4, is selling backpacks. Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck. When I explain this to you guys, it's gonna make sense, but it's kind of questionable, so let's keep this on the low. But let's say selling backpacks, I made $1,000 my first week as well, $700 profit, and $300 towards expenses buying the actual bags itself. And the kind of bags that I was selling, drum roll please, were designer backpacks. Designer backpacks. Keep those on the low. I'm about to explain to you guys the entire story, but I use Poshmark and Mercari to sell these, just those 2 platforms, and I made $1,000 my first week doing this. I don't recommend you guys do this one at all. I'm just telling you guys my story of how I did this. Don't do it. So basically how this started is, I had went to this mall that I heard that you could buy designer stuff there for cheap. So at the time I was really interested in designer, so I'm like, I gotta go check it out. So I go there, I check it out, and as I see, the reason why they was cheap is because they was replicas. Like literally they had Gucci bags for $50. Now keep in mind, it was a 40-minute drive to get here, just to get here with some replicas. I'm like, you know what? This looks nice. It's $50. Let me just go ahead and grab it. And I grabbed it. This is where it starts. So I wear this thing to school. Now at this point in time, I already wear designers to school, and they're all real because I use my hard-earned money to buy real stuff. But anyway, since I already go to school wearing real stuff, I come to school with this Gucci bag. People think it's real as well. So everybody like, man, I love that Gucci bag, man. Where you get it from? Can I buy it off of you? So at this point, I'm already embarrassed to be wearing this thing, so I wanted to get rid of it. And then this guy offered me $300 for the bag. Now I was gonna sell it to him, but I'm like, you know what? This is really, really petty. If I sell this bag to him and he thinks it's real, and then he find out it's not real, things gonna get down in that school. So I told him I wouldn't sell it, but he gave me that idea. So then I went on Mercari and I listed up for $200, and boom, somebody bought it. Now I did put in the description that these are replicas and not the original, but at that point I just bought a $50 product and sold it for $200. All I saw was money. So I went back to the same mall, I bought a whole bunch of them. I spent like $300 and all that stuff. Now I was able to resell all of them for like around $80 on the low end to $250 on the high end. And at 16 years old, within that first week, I made $1,000, which was ridiculous money to me. But then, before I could even withdraw that money, Mercari got down on me. Now the crazy thing is, the reason why they got down on me, like they banned me, which was, it was so stupid. Like, it was me trying to be greedy, honestly. It was because of the fact that, so basically, Mercari themselves, they take a fee, like a small thing, about 20% or 10% or something like that, for like all sales on a platform, right? So I'm like, you know what? I could get even more money if I just took them to another platform, like a third party. I'm like, you know, I could just get their DMs, their Instagram, and then DM them on Instagram, and then I'll just take that full commission. You know what I'm saying? I take like more money basically. And then, so I asked money for their Instagram, but that algorithm sensed it, like their system sensed it, and you're not supposed to ask anybody for none of that other socials. And they basically, they hit me with that. They were like, you're banned, you can't do that. I'm like, whoa, that's what I get banned for? But then I got my account back, but after that, it just went all down. I guess then they start reviewing my account, and they see what I was selling, and they banned me, and they held my money for 90 days. Now, in the meantime, while I'm waiting to get my money, I'm like, I still got these backpacks. I'm like, okay, cool. They banned me. I have all these backpacks that I still need to sell. So what I did was I created a second account and I started selling there, because the thing was, like, I was keeping all my money in there and I was gonna pile it up to a few thousand and then take it out. But then when I made this new account, I started selling through that account, and as soon as I get the sale, I get the money, I'll take it right out. So then after a week goes by, that accounts get banned as well too, because they sense that I was making multiple accounts and you're not allowed to do that. So at that point, I'm like, it's pointless to use this app anymore. So that's when I switched over to Poshmark. With this Poshmark, I had a ton of success. I was selling a whole bunch of backpacks through there, and they wasn't banning me for whatever reason. I think a couple weeks go by, and then they got down on me as well too. But they hit me with something dangerous. I basically got this long paragraph explaining that I cannot sell that type of stuff, and basically I had to sign my signature saying that I agreed to not sell stuff like that anymore, or they'll report me to the federal government or something like that. And I was like, whoa. I'm like, this is serious. I was like, you know what? Let me stop this. I was like, let me just, this needs to stop right here. So I stopped it, and because at that point, I'm like, I just signed off to this thing. I'm not gonna play with this anymore. So I just stopped. And that was it. After the 90 days, I got my $1,000 from Mercari, and I was done with that stuff. I never did it again, and that was that. All right, the fifth and final thing is reselling Amazon return items. Now, if you didn't know, whenever you return an item back to Amazon, Amazon does not resell that same package or the same items back to you. After you return them, it's over with. What they do is they resell that stuff to third-party people as well. Well, third-party companies to be exact. These companies buy Amazon return packages by the bulk, and then they resell it to us at a smaller profit margin. And the thing is, a lot of the stuff still be in good condition, but the thing is, Amazon has a reputation to uphold, so they don't want to sell that stuff if it's been returned already. They don't have time for a person to look and see what happened to it. So you can find a lot of this rare items for a way cheaper price. So there's different websites to be able to buy these return items, but the one that I personally use is called Slybuy. If I find the name of any of the other websites, I'll put it all right here. To give you guys examples of things I've sold, I got a memory foam mattress topper from there for $15, and I resold it for $100. And then I got a coffee machine on there for $1, and I resold it for $15. Chair that I'm sitting in, I got it from there, but I decided to keep this one. But yeah, those are 5 things that I sold as a teenager to make some extra money, and you can do the exact same thing that I did. Even though all of those are great, they cannot replace your 9-to-5 job. So in this video, I give you 5 business ideas that you can use to replace your 9-to-5 job, or you can click right here for 15 side hustles that you can try as well.